In this next 3-2-1 video analysis, 3 minutes to learn one common thread, I'm going to focus on the role of the hitting wrist. So if you're right-hander, it'd be your right wrist when you're trying to hit a topspin forehand. If you had been with me on the tennis court, you've heard me many times talk about how you must have your wrist laid back at contact. Well, I'm going to show you right now with the 4 models I'm going to use. Going to be Andy Murray, top left, Milos Raonic, top right, and #1 player in the world, Novak Djokovic, and #1 woman player in the world, Serena Williams. And I'm going to show you, even though they have completely different styles, they share the one common thread, and they really utilize their wrist at contact the exact same way. And really something that is very basic that all of you can do and apply to your own forehand. So if you're really lacking consistency, control, power, and not getting the ability to really hit a hard ball with a lot of spin, you may want to look at how you use your wrist and where your wrist is when you're making contact. So I'm going to speed up the videotape. We'll go right at contact. You can see how every single player, their wrists are laid back at a 90-degree angle in relationship to their arm. With Milos Raonic, we can see a great angle. Same thing with Serena. Same thing with Novak and with Andy Murray. So their wrist is completely laid back. The racket is completely parallel to the net. And so the angle is really the angle between the forearm that you see of Novak Djokovic and the racket is the angle is set at 90 degrees. So when does this happen? Well, different players have different ways of doing it, but the other common thread that they share is the timing of really laying their wrist back. Okay, and it's coming into the slot. The slot is when the racket is the butt cap of the racket is pointing at the ball, and they really completed the backswing phase of the stroke. They completed the blending of the stroke. The backswing phase goes into the forward swing phase, and right when they're attacking the ball, I've done a video called Lead with the Butt and not with the head of the racket. When they're attacking the ball with the butt cap of the racket, you can see right now all of them, their wrist is already laid back at a 90-degree angle. And now they're not going to swing the racket. That's a mistake that most of my students make. From that point, they will swing the racket and they will lose that 90-degree angle. And the key here is to really lead with the butt cap, let the arm swing, and at contact, you will make contact at a 90-degree angle. Now, the thing to really understand is after making contact at 90 degrees, you'll see how they're all going to relax. Now the ball's gone, so time to relax the wrist. And you can see now how the wrist and the racket are almost in a straight line, all of them. So you got to be careful when I talk about this wrist release. You're not flopping the wrist. You're just making sure after contact that you relax your hand and allow the follow through to complete. So there you have it. 3 minutes to learn one common thread. Try to really figure out where your wrist is when you're making contact. Try to have your wrist laid back on your way to contact after the blending of the stroke, and make sure that after contact you relax your hand to allow the finish to complete.